Hi, we're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who sold the house, gave away their possessions, and for the last 2 years have been touring Europe.
So come and join us as you see how Christian faith and van life work together
On a wing and a prayer. We've been driving now for 3 hours and Republic of Austria is within spitting distance. It's been a long, hard drive. The problem we've got is once we get across the border to Austria in 1.3 kilometres, we then have another 3 hours to drive to Vienna. But hey ho, with fuel. I think this might be coming up now to show you. What does it say? It says Republic of Austria.
And this is the water that you have to cross.
And we're crossing. Yeah.
So if you cross this water, that's it.
This is the border, this water between Germany and Austria. It's quite wide.
I think this is a border control.
And I might have to put the phone down because I don't know whether we've got border control. Yeah, we may need our passports. No? This is the weirdness of countries.
Supposed to get Vienna.
That threw us a little bit. So we don't remember last time that we were in Austria.
In Austria, we was on that bridge. We just walked up and down it. 1 minute was in Germany, the other minute was in Austria.
We definitely didn't buy a vignette, but we've come in on the main road this time and it's got a vignette station. So just to be on the safe side, we've bought a vignette. It was €11, so it's no big deal really. Yeah.
So it's about 10 quid
Yeah.
for 10 days, so it's £1 per day.
£1 a day. So we've paid it anyway just to be on the safe side, especially while we're near the city.
Well, it's certainly easier than Bulgaria, because in Bulgaria you have to log on to a program on the phone and put in every single journey that you're going on.
But this time we may choose to do the post office instead. We'll see anyway. So, welcome to Austria! Oh, this is without doubt the journey from hell. So, it said it was only going to take us 6 hours to get, well, it's 5.5, so we thought 6 hours to get to Vienna. We've been travelling 8.5 hours now. The last 2 hours has been through thick freezing fog, so we've only been able to do 50 miles an hour even on the main roads. Anyway, I don't know what's happened. I've just checked my Google thing. I did park for nights, which is always good. I've just checked it and it was sending us into the middle of nowhere. So we've pulled over, Ian's had a wee, and we've just put the right destination in and we've got another hour to go. So we've been travelling by the time we get there for nearly 10 hours. Oh, I am so tired, I'm so cold, I'm fed up. Oh, this is also van life. I am so grateful to be still and not moving. That was an absolute mission made worse by me. So I ended up adding an extra hour onto it by whatever happened to the sat-nav. Anyway, we've finally landed now. It was 9 hours in the end and Mr. A has been a Trojan. Not only has he driven all that way and not shouted at me once, he's also making the tea. Spare ribs. and little potatoes. Ian, I love you.
I love you too, darling.
Our windscreen, so we've come and we've had a walk around with the dog, we've done some shopping, we've come back to the place for a brew, and wait till you see what they've got as a thank you present. Little packets of Haribos, and the Haribos are in the shape of cars with windscreens on. How cool is that, Mr. A?
You'd be happy when I've got windscreen.
Welcome to our newest member of Team on a Wing and a Prayer. So when we first started van life about 2 years ago, we considered getting one of these, but it was far too expensive. But since we've been in Europe and we're running out of electricity constantly, we've bit the bullet because we've seen one here that is less than half the price of when we originally saw them. So here's a clue. Mr. A is looking at the manual because that's how tricky it is. Do you think you're going to suss it out, Ian?
Well, the actual product itself isn't difficult. Just the app is awkward.
Okay, so it might put an end to our candle burning to save electricity.
And it could cause more problems than it solves.
And I'd like you to welcome newest member to Team on a Wing and a Prayer, the EcoFlow system. So this is basically a battery storage system. It has lithium batteries inside of it. It charges up, holds the charge for phenomenal amounts of time. We have 2 electric sockets here, USB sockets here. We can charge it up here with a cigarette lighter as we move, or we can charge it on mains, which is what we're doing now because we're on a camp. And this should mean that if we want to stay off grid more, then we can do, because we never should run out of electricity with this system. So keep reading, Mr. A, it's very important. Morning. Well, we've woken up this morning to blue skies, and it's actually quite warm. It's about 2 or 3 degrees, but we're really happy. So we're having a maintenance day this morning, and then in a little while we're going to go out to the Vienna Christmas market. Yes. Ian has also been having a busy day, tidying cupboards, moving things around, and sorting out a place for the EcoFlow system to go. The electric over there. He's had to move bags and bags of his sweets to get it in.
So there used... Oh, stop the noise. Yeah, there used to be a microwave in this cupboard, and the reason we're trying to get into this cupboard is the fact that it's actually got a socket inside, which means then that we won't have to keep moving it. So it seems to be fitting okay in there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Give us a shout out in the comments as well, please. I've never ever cooked with an air fryer, but this does mean that if we wanted one and we could find a place to put it, we could actually have an air fryer. Vienna is absolutely enormous. I think there's about 8 stations that stop around Vienna for all the different points. So we've managed to find the station to the old town. Came up from the station, it was crowded. I've never seen so many people. So we've come out to a nearby park where Strauss is remembered. We've taken Delilah for a walk. So poor Delilah's not been so good. It's been about 3 days now. She's had a really upset stomach, needing to go every 3 hours, even through the night. But she's still eating, she's drinking.
She's eating snow?
Yeah, she has been eating snow, so we don't know whether she's got cold in her stomach. She's perky, but every 3 hours we have to take her. And this beautiful dog has just been on about 8 stops full of people on the train and not mithered once. So well done, Delilah. And here we are in the park.
And give the ducks a Christmas tree.
Yeah, the ducks have got a Christmas tree. That's lovely.
Well, the whole of the German transport and Austrian transport allow ducks to go on. And to be honest, with all the noise and everything else that's going on, Delilah's doing really well. There she is. Catch her, there she is. Look. Yeah. She's doing absolutely fabulous. With all the noise and everything else. She'll be waiting for a tea. Saying I want me sardines when I get back. And you know something? She'll be worth every single bit of it. Might even make Mrs. a cup of tea as well for being so good.
There's my beautiful little doggy this morning who's not been well. So we've had 3 nights of up with her, every 2 hours going to the toilet. And last night she slept all the way through. She's had some breakfast this morning. And she's having a bit of a lie-in snuggled on a pillow. Morning, Delilah. I do love that dog. Beautiful Delilah has just been and had her annual vaccinations and also her rabies vaccination. So this was the problem we had getting into the leaving England and coming into Europe. So this is her list of vaccinations, and her rabies vaccinations was for 3 years, so it doesn't actually run out until next year. The problem we had was that the vet from Romania somehow, and we don't understand why, only wrote her rabies vaccination down as 1 year, which meant then that this wasn't in date. So because he'd only written it down for 1 year, it ran out in June 2023. And that's why we had to pay £200 to have the animal health certificate done in order for us to leave the UK and enter Europe. Now that paper cost me £200. No treatment was included. It was literally just transferring this onto that. That was it. Today I've just been a vet in Vienna. Really nice people. They have given Delilah her 3-year rabies vaccination, updated the EU passport, so now we've got 3 years rabies on that, and also given her all her annual vaccinations, the whole bill £80. So rip off Britain, you are very, very naughty.
We pulled into a service station to get a cup of tea, and we've been here for about 5 minutes, and while we've been here a vehicle has come round twice, and it's for tolls for the road, and the gentleman have come out and he said that we have paid. When we came over to Austria, we went through a machine, and Caroline put in all the details and everything, and we did a 10-day kind of vignette for the motorways and things. And the fella's gone past twice, and he's pulled us over, and he said, "You have a problem. The problem is that we've paid for 3.5 ton, and we are 4.5 ton. So Caroline is actually in his van at the moment, just sorting things out. He reckons that we're going to get a fine. Don't know how much that fine is. So it's getting quite interesting. We're just not far off the border, actually, of going over into Hungary. So we'll be sorting out the vignettes and things for that. But now we're going to have to wait and see what happens for this leg of the journey. Oh, it's all getting interesting. You're back.
Oh, I'm having such an awful time of it, let alone bad hair. Anyway, that's the least of my worries. So I got pulled into the official van, and they said that I'd made a mistake and had broken the law, and the law was that I had used a computer vignette and the information was wrong. I'd got a under 3.5 ton toll for the roads, and I needed a 4.5 ton. So I apologised profusely, explained the situation, asked could I pay the difference. He said no, you've broken the law and now we will fine you. So the shock was the fine for being in Austria for a couple of days was £200 and £40, sorry, €200 and €40 to be sent back to the UK. So €240, which is about about £200 I've just been fined. He then told me that I had to then go and buy the appropriate toll, which I had to buy an electronic box for, and the minimum I could put on it was €75. So that was another €100, by which point I am getting very, very sad. But not complaining. I'd done wrong, I know I'd done wrong, but just trying to explain. Anyway, they took pity on me, and in the end they said, look, you've got 5 hours before you get fined again. The border is half an hour away. Rather than going and buying another box and putting £75 on it, just go to the border now and get across. So I did. I thanked them for that. That was very, very kind of them. But it's just
rip up Austria.
No, it's just one thing after another.
You've just been saying how well you did at the fair.
I know.
So the Lord taketh, He giveth with one hand, taketh away with the other.
So the vet was cheap, and then I got battered for €240. So the moral of the story is this: when we came out last time, I did loads of research, every country before we left it. I've got really slack, and I need to get back into checking what we need and how to do it. So big learning mistake for me. Sorry, Mr. A. Happy Christmas. You've just got a fine. Both of us, that is. Our Christmas presents.
You could have got the bigger eco-flock coming flat. Anyway, it's what it is.
Oh, Hungary, here we come. Well, yesterday was a really tricky day, and I was feeling so down by the time we got to where we're going. I think it wasn't just about the money, it was a real lack of confidence as well. What happened on the way, all the internet went off, and then I had to try and read a map, and that took longer. Everything just seems to be taking longer and more difficult than it should be. So, like I said yesterday, today is another day. I've put my makeup on, I've had an attempt at curling my hair, but you know, these are not the things that matter. I thought they might help me feel a bit better. What we've decided is that both of us, Ian and I, are praying individually and seeking God individually, but we're not actually doing it together. And we really feel that this year is about a purpose. Last year was all about healing, and that definitely happened. This year is more about purpose. So if you would join us, please, and pray that we have a real clear indication of what God's purpose is for us, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Okay, we're in the shop. We're actually in Hungary. And has anybody got any idea what the name of the shop could be? They do Club Cardo, FF clothes. Actually in Tesco. And Tesco's really big in Hungary. So we're going to get Caroline something for a tea, and we'll see how things go. Some Christmas trees over there, so I hope she don't get carried away wanting one of those. But yeah, can you see? Tesco Club Card. Yep. We'll try our Club Card and see what happens.
Well, we've stopped at Tesco's to do some bits of shopping and unpack the shopping, and Ian's just said to me, oh, should we have some lunch? And I'm thinking, in a Tesco's car park? We've only got 50 minutes until we get to where we're going. But hey ho, he's just wandered off. And then I thought, what's he wandering off for when we've just been to Tesco's and got stuff? Don't know if you can see what I can see. I'll just point in a little bit clearer. Mr. A's obviously in need of a KFC. Bless him.
Well, for us, usually it's the trolley that has dodgy wheels. Well, this one's got no wheels at all. This car has been stripped bare. Don't know how long it's been stood here for. As you can see, no brakes, no wheels. We've even taken the lights off the back, number plate. So, right next to a Tesco trolley.
Well, we made it to Belgrade on the bus, and with a little help from the passengers. I've just been out and had my birthday dinner. Thank you very much, Mr. Ray.
Welcome.
And we've come to the little market before we go up to look at the fort. This is Christmas market, Serbia style. Lots of little stalls. Father Christmas. And it's all very festive and lovely. Oh, that was nice. 1 minute we was in a park, then we came down and had a coffee, and when we've come out all the lights are on. And all the way down the main street. Very Christmassy. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear
Caroline, my darling.
Happy birthday to me. 59 today.
You're only 9. He hasn't done the 5 yet.
Just about to leave Serbia, and in the distance is Bulgaria. And it is looking very, very majestic with those beautiful mountains. Not much snow on them, so I think we've had it milder here than we had it in Germany. Just a touch on the top. tunnel and we're out on the other side, and the mountains are absolutely majestical. So lovely. Serbia was so very, very flat that it's nice to see another landscape. Well, we're about to enter the Bulgarian border crossing. It is 3:40 and it's just starting to get a little bit darker, so we're hoping to find a park up before it's too dark. But it's been a really, really decent run across Serbia. It's been dead flat, mostly tolls. Have you enjoyed the journey, Ian?
Yes, I have indeed. Sorry, I'm just...
Okay.
Hang on.
Oh, hang on, right. I don't know where these cars are coming from.
They're coming from between these lorries.
So you notice this at most borders, there's always a big wall of lorries waiting to get through.
Yeah, but they keep climbing out the cabs, walking into the middle of the motorway, which isn't a good idea.
No.
So I've just got to keep my eyes peeled.
So here we are, entering Bulgaria, December the 13th. We've got through the Bulgarian border a little bit later than we wanted to be, but look at that stunning sunset. I've missed sunsets.
Well, we haven't had any. We've had all clouds, haven't we?
We have. We've not seen sunsets for a while. That's through the back window. Gorgeous. So we're off to find a park up now. We're tired. We're not hungry because we had a lovely dinner at a service station. I had goulash and Ian had kebab. So we're not hungry, but we are tired. Hello, Hungary. We're back again. Brace yourselves.
I hope not.
Oh no, sorry. I'll say that again. Hello, Bulgaria.
Hey.
We're back again. Brace yourselves.
Oh, come, all ye faithful, joyful